So what are the two phrases that never go together?
Stress-free.
Conjunction, junction.
No.
What's your function?
Okay, I'll do it. Stress-free, moving day.
Phrases and clauses.
You think I'm stressing out because it's moving day. It's moving day.
Hello, everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am Dylan Gaston. Thank you for joining us today. So we are talking about moving day. One of the things. And then later on, we're going to talk about how do you get there? How much money do we need to get into a house? Down payments and things like that.
So first things first, Dylan.
I know. Look at
It's
all of
moving
our
day.
look at all our boxes.
So we want to talk about
moving day.
how
This
to
one
make
says living room stuff. Yeah, like anything in my living room is going to fit in that.
All right, so you've
like
made the
87 of
ultimate
those.
dream. You made it to the closing table, and guess what? Now you got to pack up your stuff and move. So we're going to give you a few tips of do's and don'ts of your moving day and what to do.
So some people hire a mover, which is great. So, and that's where a lot of these tips come from. When you do hire a mover, some of the things that we want you to do. So do's and don'ts. First of all, check a mover's references. They say get 3 references. It's the first one. Look, he's checking me like I'm doing the wrong thing. It's on there.
I know. Shocking that our viewers would have me, even question you on being wrong. All right, listen.
But anyway,
there's 2 rules to do in the show.
Okay.
Okay. Rule number 1 is
yes, I'm always right.
You're always right. Rule number 2 is
I'm always right. See rule number 1. Right?
Exactly. That's pretty much how we roll.
Kidding. All right.
No,
so
when you're wrong, see rule number 1. That's number 2.
Go.
Be
You
clear.
like that?
Be clear.
All right. So on moving. So if you are going to have, not call like all your friends who will say, hey, I'll give you pizza and beer if you help me
read
move.
the paper and see
And
what it
some
says
of your stuff
about
gets
this.
broken. No, what's number 1 is get some references. If you are going to hire a professional mover, get at least 3 references. What's next?
Next
Number 2
is make sure they have insurance to move.
Right.
Because a licensed good mover will have insurance. In fact, if you move into a condominium, get this, and many HOAs will actually require the mover to show proof of insurance before they'll even let them enter the building. I didn't know that.
So not only do our real estate partners watch, but some of our local moving companies and such as well watch our show. And that's good for them to know. Bring your insurance with you if you don't already know, if you're doing to anybody with an HOA.
And then the next thing I'm going to say, I'm going to just carry right on here.
Yeah.
Because we never get through what we're
I
supposed
know.
to in any segment. So today's different. It's a new year. Things are different.
We're getting through.
Get a firm and binding quote. I mean, if you're going to hire a mover, you should go out, get at least 3 quotes, I'd say. But make sure you get one that's written and it's firm. And there's no question in your mind as to what's in it, what's included and not.
Which brings us up to number 4 is be honest. Be honest with what you have. All of these movers, they base the rate that they give you, the quote that they give you on labor and, how many people they have to have come and time. So be honest with them and be honest with yourself.
Do you have a baby grand? Are you on the 3rd floor? No, I'm on the 2nd. Yeah. Oh, wait, it is the 3rd.
Well, let me see. My living room, it'll only take 2 boxes. They're thinking this box.
Yeah.
No, my living room is probably going to take 20 of these boxes, so be honest.
I would definitely be honest.
Right.
I mean, unlike when you went through the loan process where you lied about all your documentation, your income, be honest with your mover, okay?
And then I actually changed number 5 a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right.
What does number 5 say?
Number 5 here says, request your more fragile items are wrapped in a careful manner.
My suggestion, move it yourself. The more fragile things and everything, for example, you know, with the computers and things like that, my sons, you know, and their gaming computers, they cost a lot of money. No, those go in my car. You know, those we're going to move ourselves, or we're going to wrap something ourselves.
They're talking like crystal and
they might be talking
grandma's
fancy stuff,
old
you know.
china,
right?
The baby grand piano.
Yeah,
you know,
something like that you can't put in your car.
Yeah. The baby grand.
All right. So what's on the don't side?
All right, the don't. Don't go with the lowest quote. Again, get at least 3 quotes. Remember, the cheapest, the bitterness of poor quality is long forgotten. How does that go again? The bitterness of poor quality is forgotten long before the low cost of low prices. I forgot it. Anyway.
I have no idea, but it sounded good.
Wait. The bitterness of poor quality remains long after the sweetness of low prices forgotten.
Yay!
Bam! I nailed it. It wasn't in the script.
But that's good. Really? Couldn't tell. No, but that is good. That's absolutely good.
It's really true.
Just because lowest is not always the best.
That's right.
So this is your stuff.
Hey,
you want
so just because the mortgage rate is higher doesn't mean it's not a better deal.
That they're going to get
because you need to look at all the costs and service involved. I had to throw that in.
I noticed that. Service, but in all honesty, everybody knows this. Service is top. Everybody wants good service.
Right. And the other don't is, you know, everybody thinks that you need to go with the biggest company.
Right.
Actually, you may get much better service going with a smaller company.
And you probably do get much better service going with a smaller company, somebody local.
Just because there's not a big red ball on the truck doesn't mean they're not the best company. So maybe, you know, check around and you know, go online, look for reviews. I mean, a good reputable mover probably won't have negative reviews online because they're going to take care of their customers.
Right. With that online thing, though, I just always get a little bit nervous because a lot of times people don't post good reviews.
Right.
But boy, they post bad reviews. So take those with a grain of salt as well.
And our number 4 is on the don'ts. Don't sign a contract without completely understanding what you're signing up for. You know, is it an hourly rate? Is it a flat rate? Is there a per mileage charge? So understand that. And then number 5, not last but least, try not to move. I know this is hard.
Yeah, I know.
At the beginning of the month or the end of the month.
That is the busiest time for movers.
Yeah,
so
you may not get the mover you want.
Or they're going to be late, or they're trying to squeeze you in with, like, you know, 5 other moves that day, that kind of thing. Right. So just be cognizant. Another good reason maybe to go with smaller people.
Are we going to give do-it-yourself advice, or we're going to go to break?
We're going to go to break.
All right, and then we're going to talk about how much money you need to buy that house. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Tricia up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
Okay, we're almost done with moving day.
Yay!
It only took 8 minutes.
Ta-da!
It's probably going to take you a lot longer
The
than that.
8-minute move. That's what we should call this show,
Yeah,
the 8-minute move.
Yeah. 8 minutes. I like that move.
Look at you looking,
know.
all suave.
Yeah, that's me also.
All right, so how do we get to moving day?
Well, first of all, we got to talk about loan programs and down payments and how do we get there.
Right.
But the last tip I want to give on if you're going to do it yourself, can I give one tip?
Oh, yeah,
For
okay.
your do-it-yourself movers, get bubble wrap. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. Get bubble wrap. Did I mention
Get a
you
mover.
need to get bubble wrap? Yeah, get bubble wrap. If you're going to do it yourself, because you're going to break something, you're going to be aggravated. The cost of bubble wrap is not that expensive. And then when you're done, watch when you do your welcome party, you pass around the bubble wrap.
And everybody pops it.
Everybody can go around and go,
Come
and that's so
on,
much
that is
fun.
so much fun.
it is. There's nothing better. And you can play a game of shots with it. Take a shot, pop it. Take a shot, pop it. I'm just saying.
Haven't heard of that, but okay.
All right, I don't
Sounds fun.
I'm just kidding. Don't drink. Drink responsibly.
All right.
You want to talk about down payments now?
Let's move on. So
And loan
before we
programs.
can get to moving day, obviously the biggest questions that people have is, what's my payment? If I'm going to buy a house, what's my payment and how much do I have to bring to the closing? That's all they care about. What's my payment and how much money do I have to have at closing?
And you need to have a good loan professional coach you on what
Right.
direction and what program is the best for you, because people are all hung up on what's my interest rate.
Right.
They do.
That's not the question. That is
No.
like the furthest thing from the best question to ask. What's my payment and how much do I have to bring to the closing? Now, there's 4 basic mortgage programs that are out there these days. At one
4?
time, there was a bunch. We have conventional, FHA,
So I have 3 more to
VA,
learn.
and USDA. Those are our 4. So everybody's down payments are a little bit different, and that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay. What do you want to talk about first?
Conventional. Let's
Conventional.
start with conventional.
What can we just? What is conventional?
Conventional is
mean?
your basic bank mortgage program that they offer. You've heard the phrases Fannie Mae, Federal National Mortgage Association, Freddie Mac, Federal Home Loan Mortgage Association. Those are the 2 big conglomerates that house almost every mortgage in the country. Every single lender in the
they're
entire
gonna buy
country
that loan from
sells the
lender.
loans to Fannie Mae
Got
and
it.
Freddie Mac.
Got it. Okay. So why would I want to go conventional?
Conventional is really for people who have, usually it's a little bit higher of a down payment, good credit, good income, everything is perfectly lined up, the moon's in the right place, the planets all aligned, everything is perfect.
All right. So what do I need? I'm going to buy a house. What do I need? I'm going conventional. What do I need down?
The minimum down payment on a conventional loan is 5%, anywhere from 5% and up. However,
Plus closing costs.
plus closing cost. However, there are definitely some programs where Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac both have a program. One of them is called a Home Ready for Fannie Mae or a Home Possible for Freddie Mac, where there's only 3% down.
Plus
Now-
closing costs.
plus closing costs.
All right.
Now, let me say that anytime on a conventional loan, anytime you have less than 20% down,
Plus closing costs.
you have to have what's called PMI, private mortgage insurance. You've heard of that, I'm sure. Private mortgage insurance. It is based on the loan amount and credit score. So if you're only borrowing $50,000, your PMI is not going to be that much. If you're borrowing $350,000, your PMI is going to be quite a bit. And so it's based on credit score, loan amount, and how much down. If you're putting 5% down,
Plus
it's so
closing
much.
costs.
If you're putting 10% down,
Plus closing costs.
It's a little less. If you're putting 15% down, it's
Plus
a little
closing costs.
a little less.
So-
What else besides the down payment do they have to worry about, Barry?
Closing costs. So, all right. So let me get this clear. So the better their credit score,
Mm-hmm.
the less expensive the PMI is going to be if they're putting down less than 20%.
Correct.
Okay. So it's going to be a better rate
Right.
and a lower PMI cost.
Right. As well as, again, the PMI is based on a sliding scale of down payment as well. 5% down, 10% down. Now, what if we have the 3% down? On the 3% down, when we have the 3% down, in theory, your PMI should be more expensive. However, with these two programs with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, it does have reduced mortgage insurance. Again, this was
So that's a special program.
this was one of our first-time home buyer programs, actually.
Okay.
People
Right.
ask me all the time, do you have first-time home buyer programs? Honestly, they opened them up to anybody. You don't necessarily have to be a first-time home buyer anywhere. When they tried to stimulate the economy, instead of keeping those programs only for first-time home buyers, they basically opened it up to everybody. So even if you've already owned a home before, you can still get into some of these programs. They are income restricted, the 3% down
Aren't
programs.
they opened up right now, though, because of the hurricane? Is that true?
That's the other thing as well, yes.
Is that another show?
That's
This
a-
whole 3% down. Maybe we
Maybe
could
we
do that.
should. Actually,
that is a
funny
great
you should
program.
say that.
Okay.
For those realtor partners of ours who watch us all the time and attend our lunch and learns, our March lunch and learn is going to be all about these programs, these 3% down programs. So that's going to be one you won't want to miss.
Wow. How
So-
timely on my comments.
I know.
All right. All right. So
Next.
next program. But first
FHA.
of all, I keep saying plus closing costs.
Right.
What are closing costs? How much are they going to be?
Okay. So that's the other
Can you
thing.
give me the
So-
Reader's Digest version? Because that's
yeah, the
another
Reader's Digest
show
version.
again.
Okay, exactly. So there are three things with the how much money do I need at closing? What's my payment? How much money do I need at closing? There's three parts to that. You need your down payment. You need your closing costs, which are hard costs. There's a lot of people involved from the time you sign a contract until the time you're sitting at a closing table. You have underwriters, processors, appraisers, surveyors, title company, title insurance, title searchers, whole bunch of people. Nothing outrageous in there, but everybody gets paid for their portion of it. They're going to add up, and they add up pretty quick. That's your other part. And then the third part of what's due at closing is your escrows, your insurance, and the taxes on the house. Insurance, you always have to pay for your insurance. So it's $1,000 a year. It's $1,000 due at closing to your insurance company. In addition to that, they're going to prorate the taxes based upon the time of year you close. And that's the real estate taxes on the
All right.
house. So
So-
another couple $1,000s there. So just be prepared for those things at closing.
All right. So you know what we're going to talk about next?
But that's a whole nother show.
That's a
closing
whole nother
costs.
show, too. All right. What if your credit's not perfect? We have a program for that as well. And We'll
Right.
talk about that right after this.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Okay, we're talking about all those conventional programs.
That was all
So-
the conventional programs.
So clearly that's for people that have good or decent credit
Yes.
because their PMI is going to be higher if their credit's not good.
Which, and just for what it's worth, why you should speak with a good mortgage person who can kind of guide you into which program is best for you. Because not everyone, let's say, for example,
So wait, let me get this straight. So one size doesn't fit all.
good analogy.
Okay? I just really, honestly, I just wanted to take my shoe off. Because yeah.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
feels good.
Good thing there's moving boxes in the
Good
way.
analogy. One size doesn't fit all on a mortgage. So maybe the other programs, conventional, again, you need a good mortgage person to guide you to
Okay.
the best. Because sometimes people, maybe they're paying higher car payments, high student loan payments, alimony or child support or something. So maybe their debt to income ratio is a little bit too high. They're not going to fit conventionally,
So they're
but
going to go FHA.
FHA.
So FHA is the government insured loan, right?
Tell us about
Tell me-
FHA.
I don't know anything about it. I just know we do a ton of them.
I did conventional. Yeah, I know.
Okay. FHA is a government insured program,
Mm-hmm.
which means the government is going to guarantee the loan
Right.
if you default.
They don't make the loan. They just
Yeah,
guarantee
exactly.
it.
So unlike conventional, if you put 20% down, you're still going to pay the PMI or MI in this case.
But what's the minimum you can put down on
the
those?
minimum, this is the cool part, FHA, 3.5%.
Mhm.
So you can put 3.5% down. There's no 3% program, but it is 3.5%.
Right.
So, and the other part is, remember all those closing costs you were just talking
Right.
about? On an FHA program, you can actually allow the seller to pay those on your behalf up to 6%,
Right.
which means on a $100,000 purchase, they can pay up to $6,000 of those closing costs and prepaid items.
Right.
What a sweet deal. Where on conventional, if you're only putting
They
that
can pay
low
some,
down,
but not as much.
yes, 3%. So it's half the amount. Okay.
Right.
There are other programs if you're putting down more
Right.
that the seller can pay more. Actually, it's up to I think 9%.
See, it's
But
not
that's-
something you can just go online and just do this. You
No.
really need
Well,
a
you
good
can,
person
but
to
you're gonna
guide the clients, the
think-
buyers into the right product for them.
people go online. You know what they look at? Rate. What's my rate?
know,
And
I
they
know.
think they see this low rate,
Right.
and they think it's based on their scenario. Loan size affects it. Credit score affects it. Location affects
so
it.
much that people don't
The type
understand.
of property affects it.
Right.
So yeah, consult with a professional.
Hopefully, our real estate partners out there watching the show will guide your people to a good mortgage person that you can trust.
that
who
can
can-
coach you through the whole process.
Right, because it does
So
take a
let's
lot.
talk about
the
so that's
last two
FHA.
programs.
Yeah, let's talk about we
VA
have-
and FHA. I'm sorry, VA and USDA.
I just said FHA.
Yes, you
You're
did.
going to take that
FHA,
away
right?
from me. So the VA is for our
How much down on the VA?
Zippo.
Plus closing costs.
Oh, shut up.
Please, that's probably one of the biggest challenges that we have. A lot of veterans out there think that, oh no, we don't have to pay anything. Yes, you do. Veterans still have to pay closing costs. There's a couple little tiny things that they're not, that they don't have to pay, which means the seller has to pay them. But there's absolutely always closing costs. And yes, the veteran has to pay those as well. No down payment,
Right.
but there's always
And of
closing
course,
costs,
if they're disabled, their funding fee is waived.
which is a big help to them.
And the seller can also, but it must be negotiated upfront with your
Right.
real estate professional
Yes.
to pay the closing costs on your behalf. And
Yes.
what about USDA?
Can't do it afterward.
USDA.
USDA is also 0% down, no down payment on USDA. Now, the drawback with USDA is it is very territorial.
Yes.
It is rural housing. So there's a couple, in our market, there's a couple of pockets out there on the 54 corridor. But again, it's more for the rural areas where it's 100% financing. They've got a great website that you can go to. Just Google USDA
USDA.gov.
property eligibility.
Yeah, USDA.
Comes up with this map.
.gov
Yes.
is what it is.
And go into property eligibility, comes up with this map. You just type in the address and it comes up yes
and
or no.
remember,
Just
there
like
are
that.
income eligibilities. So again,
Income restrictions as well, you're right.
so again, consult with a loan professional about that. All right, let's get into current events.
What do we got
Enough about
going on?
moving, enough about mortgages. We
Not
got
for the
some-
fun side of the show.
Yeah, let's do some fun stuff. So what do we got
Like
going
we
on?
always
Joanne?
have some fun
Did you
stuff.
write them down? 'Cause
I
know
did.
them by
I wrote
heart.
them down. Yeah, I know. You know them by heart. Go ahead. Go ahead, Shadowfax.
All right, so,
Shadowfax is coming to town.
Actually, Shadowfax is coming to town along with Nightwind and Total Sound. It's going to be a big deal over at Fiddler's
Shadowfax is
Green.
Barry's band, if you don't already know. Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I
So they are playing
and I promise
Dust
you,
Fest.
we will not sing Conjunction Function at that function. Okay?
Yes, you will.
And
I'll bet you
actually,
will.
all the proceeds from that event are going to benefit a small child over at All Children's
Right.
Hospital right now, and the family struggling.
Who is one of your band members' grandchild.
Yeah, so
So it's definitely personal.
so that's February 17th, 8 o'clock, Fiddler's Green. You can go on WPBA.biz or .rocks if you want to donate
Free
to
event.
the cost. It is a free event, so come on out. It'll be
But
a
it's
great
going to
time.
pack. I mean, so get there early.
Yes.
It packs out all the time.
What else
Next,
we got?
we have March 18th. We have our cornhole tournament. More information can again be found at WPBA.biz or
50 bucks
.rocks.
for a team. Get out there.
How fun is that?
And we got some vendor
Play
spots.
cornhole. And exactly, if you want to have a vendor table, by all means, reach out to Maria at WPBA, and she can set you up on that. And then lastly,
The Lightning. Let's go, Lightning.
yay, the
Your chance
last
to see-
game of the season.
Yes, it's Friday night, April 6th. Did I mention it was April 6th, Friday
He
night?
did. There's also a birthday or two in our midst that day.
That's not important now. What's important is you get on the bus.
It's the Lightning.
It's going to fill up. Go online
it's like
right
almost
now.
sold out.
WPBA.biz. Get your tickets. Get online.
That one goes really fast.
It's
so
a great deal. So
what else do we
Get
have?
on there.
That's
Nothing.
it. So those are our
Share
three
us,
events that are coming up.
Like
yeah.
us, tweet us,
Get us
LinkedIn
out
us,
there.
Facebook us.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. We are today and every day.
Moving forward.
We'll see everybody next week.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye.